email today.
Time check, courtesy Alive by Nature's Way, distributed by H&J Enterprises Limited.
And welcome. You're watching the 7 o'clock news on CNC3. I'm Ria Rambley.
I'm Ryan Beachu.
I'm Jovan Novello with sport.
And I'm Jean-Marc Rampersad with your weather.
Let's tell you what's making the news tonight. Prime Minister links threats against Defence Minister to gang retaliation over policing and funding cuts.
The opposition leader demands answers on alleged plot against Defence Minister, saying the Prime Minister's safety assurances don't add up.
Prime Minister defends Independence Day parade cancellation. She says the opposition's free to have its own.
In sport, despite a rough start to his tenure, Philip Watts says he's determined to transform the Ministry of Sport.
We're expecting 2 tropical waves this week. I'll have the details in tonight's weather report.
It's the third threat against one of her government ministers, but Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar says the latest death threats against Defence Minister Wayne Sturge were not unexpected.
In a WhatsApp message to CNC3 News, she cited increased pressure on criminal gangs due to the aggressive policing and funding cuts to CPEP and URP. Persad-Bissessar said gangs starved of resources are attempting to retaliate, but assured that protective services would respond swiftly.
Media reports indicated that senior police and military intelligence agencies had been alerted, prompting additional security measures for the minister and his family.
Justice Minister Devish Maharaj confirmed the cabinet would meet to discuss what he described as a very grave matter. And according to him, intelligence reports suggest the threat is credible.
All of us are very concerned. He's our colleague and a minister, but there's only so much we can say at this point in time.
Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander also addressed questions about the report.
Mr. Sturge would have consulted with the relevant agencies. And once a threat comes forward, or information about a threat coming forward, what normally happens is that you will also brief your family accordingly. So I know that was done. The security arrangement, I would want to discuss that too much. However, we are doing everything that we can to ensure the safety of Mr. Sturge and his family.
Claims of the alleged threat against Sturge surfaced on August 16th, noting that additional security measures were put in place to protect him and his family. Both ministers were speaking to reporters following a visit to the Besar Street police station in Port of Spain earlier today.
Meanwhile, the opposition leader is questioning why no one has been arrested in connection with the alleged plot to kill Defence Minister Wayne Sturge.
Noting that there's a significant amount of information in the public domain, Penelope Beckles is wondering why no one is behind bars.
They are giving us all of this evidence. And what is the population to believe? Is it a question where they are not able to deal with these people? They are not able to address these issues? They are not able to deal with these people who are allegedly involved in criminal activity?
The opposition leader believes if this threat is in fact true, it is in stark contradiction to the Prime Minister's declaration that people should now feel safer. Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar says the PNM is free to stage its own Independence Day parade, stressing that her government has not restricted the right to free movement on August 31st.
The response came after the opposition leader repeated calls for the Prime Minister to break her silence on the rationale for government's decision to cancel the military parade.
Akash Samaru has more, including why the PNM is also calling for an apology from the Finance Minister.
Since last Friday's announcement about the cancellation of the military parade, there's been a chorus of concern from the PNM asking not only for a scaled-down event for patriotic and economic reasons, but for the Prime Minister to also address the nation on this issue, to offer clarity and to dispel any confusion on why this was seen as a necessary measure. Well, Guardian Media put those concerns to the Prime Minister, who said if the PNM so badly wants a parade, then it can put on its own. She even went as far as to say this media house can join them. The Prime Minister said that Guardian Media and the opposition leader are free to go to Port of Spain on Independence Day and walk around if we'd like. She said there are no restrictions on free movement. Meanwhile, at the opposition leader's media briefing, Penelope Beckles argued that if in fact there's a threat to national security at this time, then now is the perfect opportunity for the country to flex its muscles.
This government should make every attempt to let the criminals, the gangsters, and all of those who are involved in criminal activity, the government should make an extra effort to let them know that the government is not afraid of the criminals and the gangsters.
But now the PNM is also demanding an apology from the finance minister for what it described as his asinine comments on TikTok as it relates to the party insisting there be a parade.
Why is the PNM so anxious to have all of these individuals in one place? Who exactly is the PNM trying to facilitate? The criminals?
The PNM fired back today and said the inference is deeply upsetting.
I want to say it is reckless, I want to say it is deliberately dishonest, and I want to say it's deplorable. And we are calling on Mr. Tanku to retract those statements because it is totally false.
Meanwhile, Colmimbert advised Tanku to focus on other matters such as an alleged late payment to staff at MTS and the regional corporations. Akash Samaru, CNC3 News.
While responding to the opposition today, Finance Minister Dave Tanku said he stands by his statement.
And independence celebrations will look a bit different this year as many regional corporations scale back or cancel events for the nation's 63rd anniversary. In Port of Spain, Mayor Chinua Alain says the city corporation will host Pan on the Avenue in partnership with Pan Trinbago. San Fernando Mayor Robert Paris says the city council will meet this week to decide on activities, noting traditions should still be observed. In Princestown, an interfaith service and back-to-school drive are planned, but in Arima, Mayor Baliram Maharaj says the $250,000 parade was too high and a smaller gospel show is being considered. Chaguanas, San Juan Lavantil, Siparia and Diego Martin say no events will be held, citing funding shortfalls and economic constraints.
We are not planning anything. This corporation has no funding because the government has not given us any funding under goods and services for the past 4 months. So therefore, we have no funds whatsoever to have any independence celebration.
Well, last Friday, government announced it was cancelling this year's Independence Day parade amid the state of emergency. Meanwhile, former Culture Minister Randall Mitchell believes government could have hosted a scaled-down Independence Day parade rather than cancelling it entirely. Responding to questions from CNC3 News today, Mitchell criticized government's decision, calling for transparency on the reasoning behind the move. His comments come amid mixed messaging surrounding national security. While the state of emergency was justified by the police commissioner on the grounds of public safety, Mitchell noted that the commissioner also indicated that the immediate criminal threat which prompted the declaration has since been neutralized. Meanwhile, former Minister of National Security and retired Brigadier General Carl Alfonso stated that while he's disappointed that there will be no parade, he's not going to challenge the government's national security concerns that prompted the move.
Historian Dr. Claudius Fergus is raising concerns over government's decision to replace the annual Independence Day parade with a National Day of Prayer. He is cautioning that the move may not capture the spirit of patriotism traditionally associated with the event. While careful not to wade into the political reasoning behind the decision, Dr. Fergus stressed that a parade serves as a symbolic role in national life, one that a day of prayer may not necessarily replicate.
Prayers as a substitute, I don't think it would be adequate in any context. I believe that the fireworks, is a time of socializing, the time of taking families out, and so on. And I think it's a step down to the celebration of our independence this year.
Dr. Fergus believes the challenge lies in ensuring that national observances remain inclusive and reflective of the country's diverse population. Meanwhile, Chairman of the National Animal Control Committee, Joshua Alexander, has described the cancellation of the National Independence Day fireworks display as long overdue. Alexander said while the spectacle has long been considered a highlight of independence celebrations, there is limited public understanding of the distress it causes.
Part of this issue is there is an education gap, and there is a lack of understanding as to the ramifications of your actions. And I think that besides just saying, oh, let's ban fireworks, you also need to sensitize and educate the wider public to the value of the animals in society. I mean, we can also draw reference to old people. You have old and infirm people, you have babies. There are a lot of, it's not just the animals that fireworks are a problem too. And nobody is saying, hey, no fireworks ever. I mean, there's some countries that have banned fireworks completely, but it's baby steps, and you can't just jump out and cut something dry and then.
Alexander stressed that while fireworks may symbolize festivity for many, the country must begin exploring alternative forms of celebration that are more inclusive and humane.
Well, in light of the opposition leader's call, today we asked the public, do you think government should reconsider cancelling this year's event?
And this is what you had to tell us.
The People Say, brought to you by Excel Health TT, the official supplement of the CPM.
Yes, I believe that the government should listen to the opposition. I understand the fireworks. I understand that part perfectly well for the animals and stuff in the Emperor Valley Zoo. But I honestly believe that they should listen to the opposition and should still have the parade.
Cancelling of the parade is not a bad idea, considering the state of emergency and the high crime in the country. So yeah, I am for it. I mean, it's not about listening, it's about doing the right thing. And for now, the right thing would be to cancel.
Of course, the government should listen. Because if they would actually do what the government is asking, what the opposition is asking.
Yes, I believe the government should listen to the opposition's advice. I mean, every year I look forward to Independence Day, the parade, the fireworks. I always feel patriotic that day especially, and I believe it brings the people together.
I think it's apt. I could do without the little parade to ensure that security in the country is at the max. By my view.
Yes, because Independence Day, low-key, is a very, how to say it, a great day for us in Trinidad and Tobago. So cancelling it would be a kind of disappointment to the entire country.
The People Say, brought to you by Excel Health TT, the official supplement of the CPM.
Still to come in the news, after a violent home invasion, a Barrackpore couple learned their property has been destroyed. They're asking for witness protection.
Aviation unions demand urgent talks after the Prime Minister warns Cal has 2 years to turn profits or job cuts.
And coming up in sport, victory at last for this country's Pan American junior hockey men.
At Bagwansing's Port of Spain and Chagonas, we are committed to providing quality products for all major building projects. Let's build together with rebars and beams, BRC coils and mats, RHS and angles, roofing sheets and purlins, lumber, plywood and MDF. Bagwansing's, building homes, building communities, building TNT for over 60 years. Bagwansing's, Port of Spain and Chagonas, building value every day.
2 weeks after they survived an armed home invasion, a Barrackpore couple returned to their home at Kumoto South Trace only to find it was burned to the ground. They're now appealing for witness protection.
The couple, who lived with their 2 children, returned to the ruins under police escort. They were previously bound, beaten and robbed by intruders on July 29th. After that attack, they were warned that reporting to the police would cost them their lives. They have since gone into hiding. The farmer remains unable to work, suffering from head injuries, while his wife continues to struggle with the impact of the assault. The straps used to restrain them were still lying at the burnt-out site. The couple is now appealing to Minister of Homeland Security Roger Alexander and Police Commissioner Alistair Guevara for placement in the Witness Protection Program. Voice distortion was used to safeguard their anonymity.
So they will come back fully. If police lock them up and think they come back fully for sure, because they know we face, they know we live in.
Anyway, they see where they will shoot me because they had my pictures, they had all the phone. They made me unlock the phone with all the pictures, so yeah, so it's scary. It's real scary.
You're not safe. We are safe.
Meanwhile, other farmers from the Kunjal Food Crop Project say they too are under attack from criminals. Farmers are demanding firearm users' licenses, proper street lighting, and the reinstatement of the Pradial Larceny Squad in Cregnish, Princestown.
We didn't have police patrol. This is the same community that put up and repaired the Pradial Larceny Squad vehicle so that they could patrol, and they moved the Pradial Larceny Squad out of Cregnish. We asked for, whenever you call Barpo police station, and they never have a vehicle available. And we also said to the MP that we would like our case to be put forth and say that we need FULs for farmers, as we were promised in the past.
Both Agriculture Minister Ravi Ratiram and MP for Maruga, Michelle Benjamin, have met with farmers to bring relief.
A 42-year-old security guard from Beckle Street, Penal, was shot 3 times at his home last night. Police say Jackson Woods was attacked around 8:30 when a gunman entered through an open doorway. He suffered wounds to his hand, waist and foot and remains in stable condition after being transferred to the Point Fortin Hospital.
A 36-year-old prison officer and licensed gun owner was released from police custody pending further inquiries into the accidental shooting death of 65-year-old Susan Medrano St. Louis. The incident occurred in Cunupia on Saturday morning. Police said St. Louis was shot when her relative fired at attackers following an argument over a parking spot. The suspect, treated for stab wounds and discharged from hospital, had his Glock pistol and firearms license confiscated. Homicide Bureau Region 3 investigators met with the Director of Public Prosecutions on Sunday, but no charges were instructed. Officers are still searching for others involved in the altercation. 2 of Trinidad and Tobago's aviation unions are calling for urgent talks with Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar following a warning about Caribbean Airlines' future.
At a UNC meeting last Monday, the Prime Minister said none of CAL's routes are profitable, and she warned management they have 2 years to fix the airline's financial woes or face job losses. The Aviation Communication and Allied Workers Union and the Airline Pilots Association have written to the Prime Minister requesting urgent talks. In a joint statement, the unions expressed concern over her comment and sought to assure workers that job security and rights will guide their actions. CAL, the state-owned airline, has faced persistent financial challenges. The unions await a response from government as concerns grow over the future of the national carrier. Health Minister Dr. Lakram Bodo has requested a report into the delay in the arrival of an ambulance shortly after a woman gave birth in a washroom. Police said the woman went into labor at the Center of Excellence, Mokoya, on Saturday afternoon. The woman's mother called for an ambulance, but it never arrived. She drove her daughter and newborn grandson to the Mount Hope Women's Hospital, where the child was declared dead. Doctors confirmed the child's umbilical cord was wrapped around his neck. Responding to CNC3 News, Dr. Bodo offered his condolences to the family, but admitted that the ministry did not have the full details on the matter. He, however, noted that a report into ambulance delays has been requested and would be addressed.
Business news now. With the Republic Bank cutting its U.S. limit on its credit card, former Finance Minister Carl Imbert is calling on the government to say what its plans are to address the Forex crisis.
Meanwhile, the CEO of Trinbago Express Shipping is hopeful that disgruntled customers can retrieve their containers from the port by this week.
Andrea Perez-Sobers tells us more in tonight's Business Watch.
Republic Bank has reduced credit card limits to US $2,500 per billing cycle, in a move that has reignited public concern over TNT's persistent foreign exchange shortages. While the bank has not issued a formal explanation for the cut, former Finance Minister Carl Imbert says the silence from government officials is telling.
The minister has not been called to explain what the government intends to do about that. And it is in stark contradiction to what was said during the mid-year review. Because in the mid-year review, what the Minister of Finance said is that they are going to solve the problem with Forex in Trinidad and Tobago.
In a rebuttal, Finance Minister Devendranath Thakur rejected the criticism and blames the current foreign exchange shortfall on IMBIRT's failure to implement long-term solutions during his time as Finance Minister. Turning his attention to the ExxonMobil deal, IMBIRT notes there are a lot of questions that have not been answered.
This reminds me of a situation way back in, I think it's 2012, 2013, sometime like that, where the Honorable Prime Minister appeared at a press conference with two glass jars of oil, and spoke about the bounty that was about to come to Trinidad and Tobago from the Soldado field, which is where these glasses of oil were from. We haven't got 1 cent yet, 13 years later.
Turning to shipping issues, Trimbago Express Shipping has broken its silence following growing frustration among customers over months-long delays in cargo deliveries. Speaking to Business Watch, Trimbago Express CEO Pamela Lindsay acknowledged the delays and explains that exorbitant demurrage fees were the setback.
We are hoping to have these containers moved by the end of this week. Most of them should be opened and customers get their goods. Now, a lot of people speculate and I guess too, without having a lot of knowledge, people talk, people speculate.
Also, the CEO identified that the company ships goods without upfront payment, a practice the company claims is unique in the diaspora and has left it exposed financially. Many customers since June have reached out to Business Watch over the delays since last November, and some have even sought legal redress. And now for a look at today's energy and foreign exchange prices. Andrea Perez Sobas, CNC3 Business Watch.
Let's tell you what's still to come in the news tonight. Government is set to review lifeguard staffing after concerns over beach safety given an increase in drownings.
We had a mostly hot and a sunny day with just 1 or 2 isolated showers over both islands. We can expect an increase in showers tomorrow. I'll have the details on that as well as an update on Hurricane Erin coming up just after the break.
What should your parents use to fight inflammation?
Omega XL.
When it hurts, my boy, what do you think I should take, babe?
My mommy and daddy should use Omega XL to fight inflammation.
There's something here for everyone, from baby to adult. Anything you need, it is right here at Food Basket Super 99.
Food Basket Super 99, affordable and trendy. Food Basket Super 99 Arima, where fashion meets affordability.
Come to Fun Station, where dreams take flight. Have a happy, fun time from day till night. It's a special place that shines so bright, and we're all kids late with no end in sight. And yes, now we're playing and laughing and free, together with you and all of our friends.
With the cold and flu lurking around every corner, keeping your immune system strong allows you to live the life that you want every day. Discover BioStrath Immune Health. BioStrath Immune Health is a unique plasmalized yeast product that enhances the absorption of essential micronutrients, ensuring that your body stays resilient. And now enriched with zinc, it is your go-to support for immunity. Staying vibrant and healthy just became a whole lot easier. BioStrath Immune Health. Get what you need naturally.
Wait, you thought Christmas in July was over? Think again. Bright Ideas is slaying it till September.
The deals you love are still here. Kitchen must-haves, home decor, and back-to-school steals. Plus the best prices on stationery. Get 12 copybooks for just $12.99. Copyright paper only $29.99. And 6 notebooks for $18.99. Plus so much more. Shop in store or online at BrightIdeasHomestore.com. But hurry, these deals melt away September 9th.
Shop Southern Food Basket anniversary specials. Lucette potatoes 5 pounds for $17.95. Green cabbage $7.95 per pound. Gala apples 10 for $20. Clorox 1 gallon $26.95. Snuggle bathroom tissue 12 pack $19.95. Bright wash laundry detergent 900 grams 2 for $19.95. With every $300 you spend at any Southern Food Basket, you can qualify to win a brand new Suzuki Grand Vitara. Much more prizes to be won, including Caribbean getaways, staycations, and shopping sprees.
Where's the car?
Don't stress when your getaway car gets away. Have peace of mind with CG United Comprehensive Motor Insurance.
This mask is itchy. Does anyone have any lotion?
We can't protect you from scary clowns, but we can protect you from motor theft and damage. CG United. Good like that.
Notice the XL products at your local pharmacy? Endorsed by cricket star Andre Russell and many more, these supplements represent the pinnacle of natural health solutions, trusted for their efficacy and purity.
Welcome back. Government is reviewing lifeguard staffing at public beaches in response to concerns from Morocco's lifeguard patrol captain, Carl Hernandez.
Confirmation tonight from Minister in the Housing Ministry, Philip Alexander, who was part of a recent government team to have visited Maracas Beach. Earlier today, Hernandez criticized the visit by Defense Minister Wayne Sturge, Alexander and Parliamentary Secretary Dr. Neil Gosine, saying lifeguards were not consulted and felt disrespected. Minister Alexander explained Sturge's visit was last minute and assured no disrespect was intended. He outlined plans to expand lifeguard coverage to rivers and integrate beaches and rivers under the tourism umbrella. And due to a recent spike in drownings, Hernandez urged bathers to follow lifeguard instructions. Jean-Marc's here for the weather forecast, and Erin is moving up the island, so we're further away from us,
yes.
But we have our eyes on something else.
Yes, Erin is moving further away, away from the eastern Caribbean, but our eyes now turn to the east as we have several tropical waves. But let's take a look at some of the impacts of Erin first. It skirted just past the northern Lesser Antilles over the weekend, with Puerto Rico reporting some adverse effects such as fallen trees, flash flooding, and tens of thousands of residents were without power at one point in time. Remember, Puerto Rico is a mountainous island, and the terrain would have assisted in the development of severe thunderstorms on the island. Now, Erin is just north of the Turks and Caicos Islands, who are under a tropical storm warning, along with the southeastern Bahamas, and a tropical storm watch is also in effect for central Bahamas and even some areas of North Carolina as it skirts past. Erin is currently a Category 4 hurricane packing winds of 225 kilometers per hour. It's expected to very gradually weaken as it makes its way north into cooler waters in the North Atlantic Ocean. Now, as Erin moves further away from the eastern Caribbean, our focus once again shifts to the east as we have two tropical waves, a rather weak one which is expected to pass over us tomorrow, and then tropical wave number 26, which the National Hurricane Center has a 60% chance of cyclone formation. It's most likely to develop in this orange region, which includes the Leeward Islands. It's expected to get to the island chain sometime on Friday, giving us rainfall locally on Friday and Saturday. So for the forecast for tonight, we can expect mostly fair conditions with a few showers favoring eastern areas of Trinidad. Overnight lows of 24 in Trinidad and 26 in Tobago. Tomorrow we can expect partly cloudy conditions with showers scattered throughout the day, and there is also a medium chance of thunderstorms as they are expected to favor eastern and southern areas at first, but then western coastal areas by the afternoon. Now 1 or 2 lingering showers can be expected during the evening. Sea conditions are slight to moderate with waves in open waters around 1.5 meters and calm to smooth in sheltered areas. Winds are expected to be out of the east at about 10 to 15 knots. Now looking ahead, a relatively wet day tomorrow followed by sunny but hazy conditions on Wednesday and Thursday as the Saharan dust returns for a bit. But then tropical wave 26 is expected to bring some showers and thunderstorms early on Friday into Saturday. Now just a quick backtrack to Hurricane Erin. The hurricane hunters captured some breathtaking footage of Erin's eye. Now this view is known as the stadium effect, where the eye wall of a cyclone slopes outwards with height resembling the seating of a sports stadium. Now look at the contrast between the eye and the dangerous eye wall. Heavy rain with a lot of turbulence. I'm sure you can see the pilots jumping up and down in their seats as they go through some moderate to severe turbulence in the eye wall.
Quite fascinating shot there. Hope they got out of it safely.
Yes, they do this very regularly, tens of trips into each system.
All right, thank you so much, Jean-Marc, for showing us that footage. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Do you suffer from pain in your back, knees, or joints and need effective pain relief? Get your life back with Omega XL, a natural, safe, anti-inflammatory supplement. This small soft gel has up to 22 times more omega-3 free fatty acids than fish oil and is backed by 30 years of clinical research.
I can just tell you from my experiences, there's nothing like this Omega XL.
Live the life you deserve and get the relief you need. Get Omega XL now at your local pharmacy.
Dress like you mean business. At The Working Woman, we bring you stylish, professional looks made for the modern woman. From casual to formal workwear, we've got your professional wardrobe covered.
Shop Southern Food Basket Anniversary Specials. Orchard 250 ml assorted, 5 for $19.95. Chubby 3 cases for $110. Happy Pasta Cuts 300 grams, 5 for $19.95. Easy Wrap Foil 25 feet, 2 for $19.95. Swiss Pouch Ketchup 750 ml, 2 for $19.95. With every $300 you spend at any Southern Food Basket, you can qualify to win a brand new Suzuki Grand Vitara. Much more prizes to be won, including Caribbean getaways, staycations, and shopping sprees.
Is blurry vision holding you back from living your best life? Step into TEH Optical today and experience the clarity you deserve. We don't just test your vision. Our advanced technology checks your complete eye health. And with our expert team of eye specialists, we detect issues early, provide tailored treatments, and help protect your vision. Then, get your stylish frames and custom lenses so you can look as sharp as your new vision. TEH Optical, preserving sight, enhancing lives.
Your immune system is your first line of defense. Discover BioStrath Immune Health. BioStrath Immune Health is enriched with zinc, ensuring that your body stays resilient. BioStrath Immune Health. Get what you need naturally.
You can tell from the crowd who's up next. It's Trinray's star player, whose world-class stats put him in a league of his own. Trinray's risen to become a true force to be reckoned with. With an unbeaten Carry A rating, they boast a strong solvency and A-class service. Ladies and gentlemen, you're witnessing Trinray's financial and technical strength at its best.
Trinray, premier insurance coverage for less.
So I hear Beethoven's has the best kitchens.
You heard right. We have Shaker style, modern Euro, and hardwood.
I like this one. Can I test it right here, right now?
Sure, but how are you going to do that?
All right, you all, come inside. Are you ready?
It's alive!
Oh, a spice rack.
Soft closed door hinges. Oh, this countertop's nice, well.
It's hot, you know.
So, what do you think?
Well, this
100%.
is it. I'll take it.
Build the kitchen you love for less at Beta Homes, Carney or French Street.
Food Basket Marketplace is celebrating our 34th anniversary for the month of August, and you're invited. Enjoy massive deals like mince beef, £5 to $99. Cow heel, £5 to $79.95. Nestle cream milk, 4 for $54.95. Crown, 8 kilograms rice, $69.99. Come and shop to win one of our 34 shopping sprees. Big giveaways and free hampers to be won. Shop, save, and celebrate only at Food Basket Marketplace, Arima, Shagwana, Shafle, and Gulfview. Food Basket, where shopping is a pleasure and the price is right.
We are your one-stop, most convenient, most helpful, most caring community pharmacy. Our pharmaceutical services include dispensing medicines, repeat dispensing, clinical governance, but we also have a fully stocked convenience store featuring our refreshment aisle, grocery lane, personal care products, toys, pet supplies. We are most conveniently located out of the traffic, just 2 minutes off the highway in Heartland Plaza in Deba Shaguanas. Contact us on 220-8705 or 470-5938 and visit us soon.
Considering a career in procurement or supply chain? Start the Chartered Institute of Procurement and Supply, CIPS, program at CTS College. CIPS is internationally recognized as the leading professional accreditation for procurement and supply chain professionals. It covers industry-related topics like strategic sourcing, contract management, and ethical practices. With 1 day of class per week and 6 intake periods, students can get certified in as little as 6 months. Contact CTS College today and ask about our flexible payment options and how you can get up to $2,700 off.
Welcome back. A rupture in the sprinkler system at the Police Services Administration building has destroyed several critical documents, including firearm users license applications.
The incident occurred around 12:45 p.m. on the 6th floor of the Port of Spain facility following power outages and fire alarm activations. Ironically, the sprinkler system intended to protect records from fire caused extensive flooding when its waterline failed, rendering many physical files irrecoverable. Among the affected documents were HR records, internal memos, administrative files, and FUL applications stored in a secure room. While digital records of FUL applications exist, police say they do not include originally submitted documents, as the new digital system was not yet in place. A TTPS statement confirms Commissioner of Police Alistair Guevara is reviewing the damage and will soon release a list of destroyed FUL files by file number, urging affected individuals to contact the Firearms Permit Unit to help reconstruct their records. TTPS confirmed that HR and administrative documents were backed up digitally and announced plans to fast-track the digitization of the FUL process to prevent future losses.
All right, let's hand you over now to Jovan for a look at sport.
Thanks. We are coming up in sport. Trinbago Knight Riders batsman Colin Munro hits back at critics' old talk. And there's a lot happening around the region in sport. We have details when sport returns after this break.
Southern Food Basket. Quality food to fill you.
Hey, pretty lady. I see you're looking for some hot sauce. Boy, move it. I have a man. See you. So you don't want no mother-in-law?
Attention, valued shoppers. We are thrilled to celebrate 34 amazing years with you, our loyal customers. A huge congratulations to all our winners.
Hey, don't make joke. I know we're not shopping spree.
Snacks we buying, mommy.
Look, boy, come on, eh? Well, look how I just win a Caribbean getaway now. Rock back. Here, I know we're not shopping spree. Well, come on, help me now. You don't have a man? Later. Nah.
It's Southern Food Basket's 34th anniversary extravaganza from July 1st to August 31st. Shop and enter for a chance to win incredible prizes, Caribbean getaways, staycations, shopping spree, and the ultimate grand prize of a brand new Suzuki Grand
Security Solution. Telecom Security Services.
Don't forget, we are Food Basket Superstore right here in Arima. Come see for yourself. From stationery to household items and so much more right here at Food Basket Superstore in Arima.
I really love the variety. There's something for everyone here.
Feeling off balance? Your body might be missing AMPK. It's your natural reset, regulating how your body stores fat and processes sugar. Berberine Plus activates AMPK, helping your cells use energy better, reduce fat, and keep sugar levels in check. Berberine Plus, now at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide.
Get the best in affordable eyewear. Frames with blue filter lenses and eye exam, $399. Single vision lenses with transitions on designer frames, $799. Progressive transitions with designer frames, $1,399. Happening only at Seaview Optical. Affordable eye care for everyone.
Get a loan at Bremont. The process is simple. Fast and efficient approvals. Receive funds within 24 hours once approved. And no penalty for early repayment. Located at 4 Gallows Street, Woodbrook. Remember, we like to lend.
Gaming Express Limited is a premium importer and retailer of the highest quality brand name electronics. We stock the widest range of PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, Samsung, and Apple devices and accessories. Visit us at Shop 52, Level 2, Gulf City Mall in San Fernando, or contact us by phone or WhatsApp message at 687-7480 or 301-9797 or 798-1280. Like our Facebook and Instagram pages for updates on products and services.
This is a serious problem in Trinidad. What is diabetes?
There are two forms. Diabetes type 1, when your body stops producing insulin. Type 2 diabetes is a result of poor lifestyle. Type 2 diabetes is associated with being overweight, having high blood pressure, at higher risk for heart disease. It is a very serious problem.
Do not wait until it's too late. Let Omega XL be the first step in the right direction.
Get your Omega XL today. Live long, stay strong with Omega XL.
Welcome back. Sport now. The government changed hands over 100 days ago, and for one new minister, it's already been a bumpy ride at certain points of the journey. Tonight, we take a look at how the sport minister has fared in the role to date. Philip Watts ascended to Member of Parliament for La Hokota Talparo in the last general election and was named Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs in early May. A businessman and project manager outside of politics, Watts said the first 100 days have been a mixed bag. When he assumed the role, he said his major focus in the early part of his tenure was fact-finding.
In my early stage of development as minister, I conducted a comprehensive review and internal audit of the ministry's work. I view my 100 days as being on a mission to revitalize, enhance, and develop a workable blueprint.
However, even as he was settling into the job, the bulk of the Sport Company of Trinidad and Tobago's board resigned on May 12th. 2 months later, Watts said the process of choosing a new one was ongoing. In response to questions sent last week, 3 months after the dissolution of the board in May, Minister Watts says it remains a work in progress.
The board's Committee of Cabinet under the astute leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister is in the process of vetting potential board appointees to fill the various boards. I have been given the assurance that the various boards under my ministry would be appointed shortly, as it is incumbent on us to ensure the board reflects persons who will have the necessary skills and expertise to fulfill government's mandate.
The sport minister assured that due diligence is behind the delay, but back in June was urged to treat the matter with some urgency. He contended that the absence of a board isn't affecting the ministry's operations, but a number of developments in recent weeks have challenged that view. Without any clarity on their funding, Trinidad and Tobago's hockey teams to the Pan American Cups withdrew the day before they were scheduled to compete. That action incurred sanctions and fines from the Pan American Hockey Federation and broadcaster ESPN. The Tennis Association of Trinidad and Tobago cancelled 11 of 13 tournaments in its Summer of Tennis program, citing non-disbursement of already allocated funds. A new Trinidad and Tobago Boxing Board of Control is also yet to be appointed. Officials of the sport have warned that it would jeopardize all pugilists' hopes of qualifying for the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles. In response to queries about the limbo, and despite delays which have and still can prove catastrophic for local sportsmen and women, Watt's vision is to encourage national sporting organizations to seek their independence.
Going forward, we will enforce compliance with existing constitutions, financial regulation, and best practice governance standards. Where disputes arise, we will facilitate independent mediation to restore stability. We will also link public funding to performance targets and accountability benchmarks.
The number of high-profile issues on Minister Watt's desk suggests that the new man in the sports seat hasn't had a moment's rest since taking up the post. In reflecting on the first 100, the minister's utterances give the impression that he sees transformation of the ministry's processes and human resources as paramount to executing future plans. And there was some good news at last for this country's hockey players on day 10 of the Pan American Junior Games in Asunción, Paraguay, while Shanika Bascom made her debut with a routine progression. After losing all their group games, Trinidad and Tobago's Calypso Stickmen finally had something to cheer as they took a 4-1 win over hosts Paraguay this morning. Nicholas Whiteman tapped in the opener early in the first quarter before Adam Wyatt put TNT further ahead with a minute 50 remaining in the first. After a more balanced second and third quarter, Wyatt doubled his personal tally in the fourth. Paraguay pulled one back soon after, but Team TTO had the final say, Wayne Edwards making it 4-1, Trinidad and Tobago finishing 7th overall. On the track, Shanika Bascom qualified for the women's 100-meter final with a 11.17 second place in Heat 1. The Dominican Republic's Liriani Alonso won in 11.08. Gladimar Torres of Puerto Rico was third in 11.35. And a short while ago, Dylan Leacock fell short of a place in the men's 400 meters hurdles final when he finished 7th in Heat 2 in that event in 58.57 seconds. Now, Trinbago Knight Riders' Colin Munro is dismissing the old man tag some are pinning on the Trinbago Knight Riders. Speaking on Sunday after scoring 120, a TKR record for the highest individual score against the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, Munro acknowledged the team's age but says they can still compete.
We're an aging team. But I remember there was a Super Smash tournament back home in New Zealand, and everyone wrote off Wellington Firebirds because they had a very old team, 35 plus, and they went on to win it. So even though it's supposed to be a young man's game, experience is definitely key.
TKR is back in action on Wednesday against the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. Now, Daniel Holder's 10-4 was not enough to get the national under-17 cricketers the win against Guyana at the Queen's Park Oval in the Cricket West Indies Rising Stars Under-17 Championship. Ian Wilson has the rundown of a rainy weekend's action.
Fast bowler Daniel Holder struck with 10 wickets over the weekend as Trinidad and Tobago under-17 cricketers drew with Guyana on Sunday in the Cricket West Indies Rising Stars Under-17 Championships at the Queen's Park Oval. The Vishnu Boys Hindu College fast bowler took 4 for 15 in the first innings as Guyana were bowled out for 109. Trinidad and Tobago then went on to get 184 in their first innings that ended on the morning of day 2. Salim Khan made 35 that included 6 fours, and Edi Ramsaran contributed with 30 that included 4 fours and a 6. Rain kept the players off the field for 4 hours. That prevented the home team from getting an outright win. But in their second innings, Guyana scored 137 for 8 in the little time they had left on the field. Holder returned to take 6 for 23 to finish with match figures of 10 for 38. But there were wins for the Leeward Islands and Barbados. The Leewards beat the Windwards by 244 runs at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Taruba, with Kunal Tilokani scoring 85 in the first innings and grabbing match figures of 10 for 20. Barbados got a huge win over Jamaica, beating the Northern Caribbean country by an innings and 2 runs. Jordan Graham got 58. Asher Branford took 5 for 25 in Jamaica's second innings. The final round is on Wednesday when the home team face Jamaica at the National Cricket Centre in Couva. Barbados play Windward Islands at the Queen's Park Oval in Port of Spain, and Guyana entertain the Leewards at the Inchinali Park in Couva. Ian Wason, CNC3 Sport.
Switching to football, Trinidad and Tobago's women's under-14 teams had a tough round of matches in the CFU Girls Under-14 Challenge Series. Group A's Tier 1 team was thrashed 8-0 by Puerto Rico on Sunday. Meanwhile, in Group B, TNT suffered a 2-0 defeat to Bermuda. TNT's Group A team will take on Martinique tomorrow at the Larry Gomes Stadium at 10 p.m. The Group B squad will battle Jamaica at 4 p.m. at the Hazy Crawford Stadium to conclude both of their campaigns. Now let's take a look at some sport from around the region.
Jamaican sprinter Kishane Thompson has been forced to withdraw from Wednesday's Diamond League meet in Lausanne with a shin injury. Thompson, who clocked a blistering 9.75 seconds at the Jamaican trials in June, recently defeated Olympic champion. His focus now shifts to the World Championships in Tokyo from September 13th to the 21st. Over the weekend in the CPL, the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons bounced back from their opening loss against the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots last Thursday, defeating the Barbados Royals by 6 wickets in North Sound Antigua on Saturday, with American cricketer Kareem McGraw top scoring for the Falcons with 64 runs off 53 balls. Then on Sunday in Tarouba, Trinidad, the Trinbago Knight Riders lit up the Brian Lara Cricket Academy with a massive 231 for 5 and went on to beat the Patriots by 12 runs, thanks to Colin Munro's impressive 120 or 57. The Falcons' second match of the weekend against the St. Lucia Kings was washed out without a ball bowled. Cricket West Indies hosted a legacy session last week for academy players with Sir Vivian Richards, who spoke about the mindset, unity, and sacrifices needed to wear the maroon. He reflected on his era, including West Indies' 15-year unbeaten test streak, World Cup wins in 1975 and 1979, and his captaincy. These sessions aim to inspire young players by connecting them to the proud heritage of West Indies cricket. Tragedy struck at the 2025 Guyana Cup at Rising Sun Turf Club when 19-year-old jockey Kishon Pereira died after a fall during the race. The incident has raised concerns over track conditions and safety protocols, sparking debate across the racing community. Racing officials are investigating the circumstances of the accident, while the nation mourns the loss of the talented young jockey. Samaki Felician, CNC3 Sport.
Thanks, Samaki. Now for tonight's Sport High, we go back to the Queen's Park Oval for some Holder magic.
Daniel Holder take a bow. The Vishnu Boys College fast bowler took 4 for 15 in the first innings, missing his fifer by 1 wicket. But in the second innings, Holder got 2 better and grabbed 6 for 23, a 10-wicket haul over 2 innings for a miserly 38. For his match returns of 10 for 38, Daniel Holder gets tonight's Sports High.
Miserly indeed, guys.
Some good bowling from Holder, but some really good catching as well.
Yeah, for sure. This team was doing really well in the field as well.
All right, thank you so much, Jovan. Let's take a break. Stay with us right here on CNC3.
Big ambition starts with clear vision. This back-to-learning season, Herrera Optical has eyewear packages for every learner. For kids 15 years and under, get a free frame with lenses starting at just $495. Scholars, it's time to level up your look with frame plus lenses from $750. Lifelong learners, purchase any frame $1,099 plus and unlock up to 30% off premium lenses like Eisen, Varilux, and Transitions in 8 bold colors. And don't miss your chance to win a $1,500 learning supply voucher or transition lenses when you purchase any eyewear package. Herrera Optical, big ambition, clear vision. Visit us in store today. This promotion is NOCB approved.
Food Basket Marketplace is celebrating our 34th anniversary for the month of August, and you're invited. Massive deals like big deal peas and carrots, big deal kidney beans, buy 3 tins, get 1 free. Port Royal oil, 900 ml, buy 3, get 1 free. Buy 12 packs of toilet paper and get a pack of napkins free. Come and shop to win in one of our 34 shopping sprees. Big giveaways and free hampers to be won. Only at Food Basket Marketplace, Orima, Chaguanas, Shop Flair, and Goldfield. Food Basket, where shopping is a pleasure and the price is right. Food Basket, the nation's #1 supermarket.
Be the architect architect of your dream home at Richmond Park, Columbia. Choose your land and create the home you desire. Lots start from 5,000 square feet and homes from 1,700 square feet. First 7 lucky buyers get $50,000 off your purchase. Use up to $25,000 towards your down payment. Richmond Park, where home isn't just a place, it's a feeling. Prices range from 1.8 to 2.4 million. Mattress Main Road, Columbia, for 355-7703.
Plumbing problems? Don't guess. Call Plumbing Solutions at 628-4646. Proud to be serving Trinidad and Tobago for over 20 years. We do it all. Maintenance and repairs, new construction, sewer lines, inspection, drain cleaning, leak detection. We are licensed and insured. So call Plumbing Solutions at 628-4646.
Magical Expressions Limited is the largest local importer and distributor of fresh cut stems, offering the widest range of beautiful flowers at the most affordable prices. Call us today at 701-6488, 701-6680, 728-6786, or visit our website to order.
Welcome to Royce Tonia Muse. If you're in the market for a chic living space or investment property, our units at Royce Tonia Muse can fit your needs. These properties are sleek, well-engineered and beautifully constructed with a layout that offers lots of space and natural light. With 3 bedrooms and 2.5 baths and over 1,700 square foot of living space, units start at just $1.85 million. Take this step to acquiring your piece of this beautiful community. Let us welcome you to your forever home.
We go to Sunday dinner at our mother-in-law's house every Sunday.
At your mother-in-law's?
Yes, every Sunday.
So what's your favorite thing?
Our favorite thing. Are you ready?
Let me guess.
Yeah.
Y'all ready for this? Hang on, it's gonna be delicious.
You bet.
What is it?
It's a Steve sandwich!
Don't miss the fun and laughter on Family Feud. Weekdays at 5:30 p.m. only on CNC3.
Internationally, a consequential high-stakes day at the White House as Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky returns to meet with President Donald Trump and try to bring an end to Russia's war in Ukraine.
Here's more from CNN.
We've had a lot of
Presidents Donald Trump and Volodymyr Zelensky together again in the Oval Office.
Thank you very much for your efforts, personal efforts to stop killings and stop this war. Thank you.
Their last contentious Oval Office face-to-face still fresh in the minds of many. This time around, their relationship appearing to now be on stronger footing as they hope to pave a path to peace in Ukraine.
Well, I know Ukrainian people. I've known many over the years. They're great people. They're smart. They're energetic. They love their country. I mean, they love their country, and we want to get this war ended.
But ahead of Monday's meeting, many of the same sticking points from the last time remained. Zelensky continuing his long insistence that an unconditional ceasefire needs to happen before negotiating a deal.
It's impossible to do this under the pressure of weapons. So it's necessary to cease fire and work quickly on a final deal.
That was also the position of the other European leaders meeting at the White House and agreed upon by Trump before he met with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Alaska. But after their meeting, details emerged that Trump abandoned that stance, saying enough progress was made that they could work toward a peace deal.
I like the concept of a ceasefire for one reason, because you'd stop killing people immediately, as opposed to in 2 weeks or 1 week or whatever it takes.
All of this as the stakes remain abundantly clear. At the White House, Brian Abel reporting.
It's time to recap our headlines. Prime Minister links threats against Defense Minister to gang retaliation over policing and funding cuts.
Opposition leader demands answers on alleged plot against Defense Minister, saying the Prime Minister's safety assurances don't add up.
In sport, despite a rough start to his tenure, Philip Watts says he's determined to transform the Ministry of Sport.
And in the weather for tomorrow, partly cloudy conditions with scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms over Trinidad.
As we leave you, let's remind you to stay connected with us on our social media platforms.
There you'll find tonight's stories, the latest updates and exclusive content, and don't forget to pick up a copy of the Guardian newspaper.
We've come to the end of the 7 p.m. news on CNC3. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ria Rambali.
Brian Baiju.
I'm Jovan Ravello.
And I'm Jean-Marc Ramprasad. Have a good night.